Welcome to Exploring D-Rob. Let's go. Good morning, welcome back. Up in the red again today. Today we're headed out SkyBridge Road. I'm going to check out some of the stuff out through here around SkyBridge. First here, I'm going to stop at Devil's Canyon Overlook. As you noticed when I was pulling in, there's a sign there. Pretty good sized little parking area there, 2 or 3 cars. Walk straight across the road. Not very far at all. You come down here to this railing. Get a really nice west facing view. This is a good spot for sunset. I've caught sunset here once before. If I can find the picture, I'll pop up a shot. Not very much further up the road, you'll see another pull off here. And a small little overlook across the road here that looks over towards Buzzard's Roost south. If we have time today, we'll make our way down there. After just a short distance, come up on another overlook here on the right side. This is the Swift Creek Overlook. Been here once before, but we'll get out and check it out. Look down over Swift Camp Creek. And if you look just to the side here, see a little user trail cutting down. Also have this signage talking about arch formations. Let's head down here, down this little user trail, and check out this little overlook. You'll come not very far downhill to this little outcrop. It's not a huge overlook, but you still get a nice east facing view. Straight across there's Castle Arch. If you look down to the right here, there goes Swift Camp Creek up through there. If you look just right in here, you can see the road. As we come on out SkyBridge Road, you'll see the SkyBridge picnic area to the left. Remember that area because we'll be coming back there. I'm going to head on out and check out one more overlook and SkyBridge. As you come up on SkyBridge parking, you'll see a road that cuts over through here to the right. I'm going to follow this out, go out here and check another overlook out. Got parking for 3 or 4 vehicles here. Here at the trailhead, you'll see there's one spot for handicap. This first little overlook here to the left is handicap accessible. We're gonna go out here and check out the Camera Point Overlook. Here's the overlook that's handicap accessible. You get an obstructed view of SkyBridge. As you can see through the arch there, a lot of trees have grown over the years and kind of covered up the arch, but this time of year with the leaves off, you can still make out the arch there. Then we'll come down and head down these stairs out to Camera Point Overlook. Just a short ways down the hill and you'll come out to the Overlook. If you look over here, this is where the Swift Camp Creek Overlook was. If you look down towards the road, you can see lower Swift Camp Creek parking. You can see 715 coming along, and you can see Swift Camp Creek just to the left of the road around through there. Also, if you look straight across right here, this is where Castle Arch is. A little breezy out this morning. After checking out Camera Point Overlook, just make a short drive back out. Pull over here to the right. Nobody here, what we like to see. Gonna go down and check out SkyBridge. Gonna do the SkyBridge loop here. Gonna do it counterclockwise. Come in below the arch first. It's cloudy, so there ain't no harsh light. So may try to photograph SkyBridge while we're here. This is one I visit probably 7 or 8 times a year. It's one of the bigger arches in the gorge as well. Always worth visiting when you're in the area. After you come down a set of metal stairs, you'll be below the cliff line. It's a really nice cliff line out through here. Got a lot of geology in it and a lot of lysogang banding. I always love these walls that's covered in it like this. Roughly halfway through the loop, you'll come up a short set of stairs and we'll be at the base of SkyBridge Arch. As you make the loop back around and come across the top of SkyBridge, You get almost 360 views. The top of SkyBridge is probably really one of the better overlooks in the gorge. As you can look down and see 715 and the Red River there. As you pan almost all the way back around, look over towards the Copperas Creek Valley. One last look down on SkyBridge. A friend mentioned the other day that a lot of trees was down after the storm, so hopefully we can make it out to Buzzard Roost North. Hoping to visit 2 March for the first time while I'm there as well. I'm gonna head a short piece back up SkyBridge Road here, back to the SkyBridge picnic area that I mentioned on the way in. To go check out Buzzard Roost North, hopefully 2 March, and time pending we'll might head down and check out Keystone Arch and Buzzard Roost South as well. I think it's early enough so we should have time, but in the event we don't have time to check out Keystone Arch and Buzzard Roost South, you can check those out on the Short Hikes 5 video. Here's the turn for those two. Hopefully we have time. Anyway, we'll head out through here to the right. This will take us out towards Buzzard Roost North. I guess I should mention everything up to this point's been on trail and easy access. Out to Buzzard Roost North, 2 March, Keystone Arch, and Buzzard Roost South. It's all going to be user trails or off trails, so just keep that in mind. A little ways into the trail, we'll come out to a clearing here just before the trail kind of heads down over the hill here. Remember this is where we'll come back to start for 2 March. From where this burned a couple years ago and from the recent high winds the other day. Kind of looks like a war zone out through here with all the down trees. A look from Buzzard Roost North. If we zoom in looking back to the west here, if you look out on that point there, that's Buzzard Roost South. Look down to the right here, see the Red River. 715 cutting around through there. As we pan around, facing into the wind, got Hen's Nest Rock. As we start to go back to the east, you see 715 again, the Red River. And if we zoom in closer, right there's SkyBridge. I have to say this is a nice overlook. It is also very lightly trafficked, if at all. And as you can see, just looking back up the hill here, there is tons of deadfall. So if you come, it is a nice overlook. Just be prepared for climbing through, under, and over a lot of downfall trees. Buzzard Roost North is the farthest point we're coming to out here, and from parking it's just over 3/10 of a mile. If you work your way back around from the point towards the west, you can come down to another little outcrop here off to the side. Gives you a little better west facing view. Get a good look at the road coming around through there. And you can still see part of the river out there along the road as well. Well, I actually wound up finding a fairly easy place to get down to the next level of cliff line. So I won't be working my way back up to the wide spot that I mentioned earlier for getting down to 2 March, but that may be where we come back out at. We'll see. There is probably actually another area to get up and down below the cliff line, so that would be 2 places at least out past 2 March where you can get below the cliff line. This rock shelter right here is actually why I wanted to get below the cliff line earlier, because it kind of looks archy, but may or may not be one there. As much traffic's been in the area, I'm going to say there's probably not, but we'll go check it out anyway. Well, we do have an opening here, and it is a decent size opening. I'm checking to see if I have my tape. I'm going to measure this if we get over 3 feet. Okay, so I was wrong about cutting downhill from the wide spot up there a while ago. The spot I showed where it looked like other people had came down is actually the route you want to come to get down here. So, with that being said, once you get below the cliff line, follow it around. And here we have 2 March. One of the more unique arches in the gorge, as it almost looks like the rocks have been stacked here. Really interesting arch. As I mentioned earlier, Buzzard, Roost North, and 2 March here's all off trail. Definitely not going to be for everybody. And for those who do make it here, just know it's a not super narrow ledge, but not a whole lot of ledge there, with probably a, 80-foot drop down. So definitely injury or death could occur here if you ain't careful, so be sure to watch your footing. Pretty decent west facing view here over the treetops. One last look at 2 March. Well, now that I know that the route to 2 March comes right by here, that means Bill Patrick's been by here as well, which probably means this didn't measure over 3 feet by his measurements. And I'll trust his measurements more so than mine, because he's been at this a lot longer than I have. So maybe we just have a window here. Well, I mentioned this appeared to be the route everybody takes that's been to 2 March. And well, they've even cut a foot notch there in the tree that's down. So this is definitely the way that people who visit 2 March have came. Large tree down here. And right here's the route that looks like most people take down. But if you go just past this, a couple of trees right there, whole lot easier to get down over there. As I mentioned, after I got to the arch, this wide area is definitely not where you want to start down into the arch yet, unless you're rappelling. After finding the arch and the route down, it makes a little more sense why some friends that I know that's tried to find Tomb Arch haven't had any luck. But we know the way now. Gonna head on back up here, make a quick stop down by Keystone Arch, Buzzard Roost South, and head over and get some lunch. As the parking area starts to come back into view, I'm going to cut up through here. This will take us down to Keystone Arch and Buzzard Roost South. As we get down above Keystone Arch, look back to the east, you see 715 and the Red River running alongside it. If you look back over here to the right, you'll see where we just came from, out at Buzzard Roost North. Work your way down the little scramble here, and as you come out, you'll come out at Keystone Arch. Then we'll work our way around through here to the right, out towards the end of the ridge. As you come away from the cliff line, start out onto the exposed rock. This is Buzzard Roost South. From here, looking to the south, you get a nice look up the part of Corn Creek Valley. As you pan on around, see the Red River, 715. And as we look back to the right, see Hen's Nest Rock and Buzzard's Roost North. Really nice overlook. Not sure if I like north or south best though. South's pretty nice though because it's west facing. You ain't got a lot of the stuff out here with you. Great place for a sunset. Time to head back up out of here. Go get some lunch at La Cabana. Looks like we took a little damage today. Anyway, it'll heal. If you enjoyed today's adventure, if you would, be sure to give me that like. If you enjoy my videos and the channel, be sure to subscribe. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching.